Hello folks, I am skulking round the back of De Montfort University in Leicester, and behind me you can see quite a large queue to get into the National Brick Events Leicester event. It is 10:05, the event started at 10. I've got an early bird 10 o'clock ticket. I suspect everyone in that queue also has, because I think general admission is at 11, and I can't imagine there's going to be a general admission queue 55 minutes before it opens, so I assume that's the queue to get in. I can't see the front of the queue, so I'm a little bit nervous about joining it, but I think I'm going to join it anyway, and we're going to go and have a little bit of a mooch around. It's just me at this event today. Anna didn't want to come along to this one. She's having a little bit of back pain currently and didn't want to mooch around an event, but that's ideal because it's just a couple of weeks before Christmas, and I am kind of on the lookout for a Lego themed present for her. So we're going to have a look to see if we can find something like that in here as well. I'm gambling on the fact she's not going to watch this video and none of you lot are going to tell her what we were looking for. So we need to work together on this one, folks, but first we need to get through that queue. It was the right queue. We've made it in. In fact, before I even made it in, there's a whole load of stuff out here. So we'll come and look at this first, I think, before we do our normal tour, because we've got some very cool builds out. I think I've seen this street before. That Toys R Us is great. We've got a KFC, Taco Bell. I've definitely seen this street at an event in the past, but I don't like it any less because of it. It is awesome. What a way to welcome me. And then we get through into the main area and we're immediately met with a massive train station. And as you can see, lots of traders and MOCs and whatnot all around there. I think I'm going to head to the other side. My usual tactic, head to the far end of the hall while everyone else is mooching at the entrance, see what the traders have got early on, because if we are here looking for a present for Anna, we want to find the best deals, and then we can go back and look at the MOCs a little bit later. So we're going the opposite way around to everybody else. It's immediately less busy by doing it, and I'm not looking for anything specific for her really, just having a look to see if there's anything that catches my eye as a, oh yeah, she'll like that. We'll grab one of those. This is definitely the place to find such a thing. Got lots of minifigs down here, including some of the, quite a few of the minifig collections that aren't available anymore. They've got the Simpsons ones there, some of the recent ones with the Dungeons and Dragons and stuff as well, but loads of the previous series of minifigs, which is cool. And if we head down this side, you can see we've got lots more MOCs down the front. We'll come back and have a proper look at them in a little while. In fact, I think this whole row is MOCs. So we're going to dive past this and come back round. We're looking at traders first. So we've got the whole kids play area at the back here that's not been attacked yet. But this is what we're looking for. Bits and bobs and things that Anna will like. Do you think Anna would like, as a gift, me getting myself the Bricklink Designer Programme construction crane? I think she'd probably like that as a gift for me. For her, sorry, obviously for her. Nothing, not for me. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, they've got Santa's workshop up there, which is very appealing. That would fit very nicely into the Winter Village. There's a really good price on a boutique hotel back there for 175. That's 200 currently from Lego. So that's a good deal. Oh, we've also got some Christmassy brickheads. They're on my possibly loop background and grab myself list. Quite a few of the little Christmas gift with purchase sets as well, which are lovely decorations as well. And there's a variety of Star Wars bits and bobs, bigger at the back, smaller at the front. Luckily, I don't need to concern myself with that stuff. There's been lots of people in our live stream saying they're struggling to get hold of the Fortnite stuff. They've got some here, although, yikes. Lots of Speed Champions as well. We have a mystery machine back there, which always catches the eye every time I come to these events, but I just can't justify £180 on a little car. See, if I hadn't already got her that would have been a perfect present for Anna. But actually, I got her like 6 months ago and she still hasn't built it, so maybe it wasn't. Maybe I don't know her very well. Chippendale, that's quite cool. Retro record player, of course, was a recent gift with purchase, listed at 45. So those of you who got one of them and weren't really interested, it's saleable. We have the Bricklink Designer Programme General Store, which I do think looks cool. I missed out on that wave of the Bricklink Designer Programme. Big regrets. And then loads of minifigs. All manner of different flavours of minifig on both sides. We'll do the other side in a minute. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to jump over because I've spotted this, which I know is something I think Anna would quite like. I know she's had an eye on that. There's quite a few bits on here that I know she's grabbed before, like the ship in a bottle is one that I know she already has, and I think it's built on stream. Lots and lots of goodies. Should I get her a dustbin truck? She'd like a dustbin truck, I think. On the topic of Christmassy brickheads, we have Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Very tempting. And then lots more minifigs. So many minifigs. And then back over to lots more sets. I mean, something like that is so cool. I've already forgotten the whole looking for a Christmas present for Anna thing. And I'm now looking at things that I know I want. I want that. I want that. Oh, they're all so awesome. Got some more of the Winter Village sets, or some of the older ones that you can see now why I didn't pick up some of the really old ones, because they're so expensive. When I was collecting the stuff for the Winter Village, I kind of set myself a £100 price limit on the retired ones, which is why we limited ourselves where we were. But you could easily spend £300, £400, £500 on those sets, which is bonkers. I wonder if they may be a little bit cheaper in the summer rather than in the middle of December. I suspect that might be the case. There you go, there's a Barcelona brickheads and a Manchester United brickheads there. Not interested. Shackleton's Lifeboat, which I know was out of stock in a lot of Lego stores on launch day for the Endurance, hence it being £65, I guess, because it disappeared very, very quickly. And a lot of people missed out on that one. And then, as usual, we have a big Star Wars section at one end. Oh, and some Flintstones as well. I built that set recently. That is a fun set. Well worth picking up if you spot one of those on your travels. And here we have all the cars. Lots and lots and lots of Speed Champions, which I'm going to have to get my reference photo out and work out which ones, if any, I don't already have on the wall. But lots of choice there. And then brickheads. And again, lots of these Winter Village gifts of purchase, which, I mean, I can see why traders are bringing these to an event in December, but there's so many of them about that I might have to make a few purchases of those as well. And we have a Scrooge McDuck brickhead, which I think I have on my brickheads shelf. There's quite a few brickheads here. Lots of them. And some minifigs down there as well. On the topic of Speed Champions, we have loads of built ones here. And then, obviously, transitioning into being able to purchase them as well. Lots of Speed Champions, lots of stuff on this stall. Winnie the Pooh! Winnie the Pooh and friends hanging out together. That Spice Girl set I've seen a lot of today. And then lots of Minecraft. And again, Christmassy themed stuff. That penguin is great. He is awesome. Got some very cool Batman movie sets. The Joker's house. Arkham Asylum. Some very snazzy bits on here. And then talking of snazzy bits, look at that beautiful pile of Lego just on the floor there. That is one that I know Anna would really like, the Haunted House. But similar to me, I don't think she's a massive fan of used sets because they can be a little bit hit and miss with how they're organised. But that is a decent price for a set that I know she is interested in. We have the Home Alone house and the Friends apartments, which are kind of on my wanted list. I really want to do the Sit complex off of Rebrickable that I keep seeing people do and kind of need that to be part of it. But don't really want to spend £250. I think I might have missed the boat on that one. We've got some old style road plates as well. which are very snazzy. Another set that I kind of have my eye on there, the Creator 3-in-1 castle. I already have one of those. I was hoping to pick up a couple more before it retired. It's retiring now, but as you can see, it's already out of stock everywhere and priced at a premium, which is a bit of a shame. We've got some cool brickheads on here as well. On the topic of potentially doing a sit complex at some point, we have Seinfeld there for 85, which seems pretty reasonable. I also have my eye on that medieval blacksmith, but I've been dropping some very strong hints with Anna about how much I'd quite like Father Christmas to bring me that. So we're hopeful. I'm not going to buy it in the hope that it might be under the Christmas tree already. We'll see. Or talking of things that I wish were under the Christmas tree, and I haven't dropped any hints about this one, so I suspect it won't be, but I do like the Yellow Submarine set. It's very, very snazzy, and one that I would very much like to be taking home with me. And then we've got a load of pick-a-brick that people are rummaging through over here, and then a massive stall just of Star Wars stuff. So very much Star Wars stuff. As not a Star Wars guy, I have no idea how it compares price-wise or which ones of these are the really rare sets, but I suspect when there's so much of it, there's probably quite a lot of stuff that you don't normally see knocking around the place. And we also have loads of the retired modulars. You don't normally see that many of them together. Even Café Corner down there, obviously mega expensive because it's Café Corner, but nice to see it out in the wild. The Green Grocer as well on there. So some of the seriously hard to find stuff. There you go. We have an enormous Tower of Orthanc up there as well. I know some of you are Lord of the Rings folks, not for me, but loads of snazzy bits there, including another Arkham Asylum, which I always catches my eye. Obviously we have a new one of those on the way, hopefully. Some Lego Movie bits as well. And the little Back to the Future car. And then we reach the stall in prime position right by the door, which always makes it the absolute busiest one, sorry. But there is some snazzy stuff right there. We've got a bookshop, a Sanctum Sanctorum, and then some smaller sets down the front as well. Lots of Christmas present stuff, and then a lovely assortment of Lego City and a little bit of Ninjago on the end. Oh, and there's the mystery machine there again. Oh, must walk away from the mystery machine. So that's my initial shopping lap done, and I haven't seen anything that obviously screams Christmas present for Anna. So we're now going to have a slower lap. Now it's a little bit busier in here. It's getting on for 11 o'clock, which is general admission. So it's going to get busier in a minute. So before then, I want to get a look at all of these MOCs, because certainly since the first National Brick event that I came to back in Coventry in like March, April time this year, one thing that has noticeably increased at this event compared to then is just the number and the size of the MOCs that are here. So it's definitely an area they seem to be pushing as an event. So let's have a look to see what they've got, shall we? And I'm doing this whole thing looking at these, just staring back at me, and I would love that one on my office wall. I've got no room, my office isn't big enough, but it does look great. But this train station, I think I've seen this before, but it never fails to fascinate me because it's so big and so detailed and so awesome. It's a shame you can't get round to the other side of it, because I know it's just as detailed on the other side as well. And then we've got this massive building, and then the Pentagon, obviously, which is empty in the middle, but lots, again, just the sheer scale of these is mad. And then over here we've got good old Mario and Luigi, complete with some brick-built Game Boys. I think they're a new addition. And a large Pussycat, which again, I mean, the number of bricks that must go into a build like this, it is enormous. And it is all Lego. That must take so long to put together. I see a Scooby and a Scrappy-Doo over there as well. So we've got some more Mario bits. There's Scooby. And then Black Panther, Iron Man. Lots of Star Wars stuff. An Ewok and a Gremlin hanging out together, along with some Thor weapons. We've got his big axe and his big whacking hammer. And then we've got a big Star Wars diorama mock there, which, if you've seen Star Wars, probably means something. Unfortunately, I have not. And on that topic, we have an entire army of Star Wars minifigs and various other minifigs. So many minifigs on this bit. Goodness me, that's a lot of minifigs. And then some poly bags, and we've got some of the key rings as well. A lot of these currently live on my Christmas tree, but it's not just Star Wars stuff on here, so there's some other minifigs as well. And then we have another street. This is a Simpsons street with a big Homer Simpson at the end of it, being controlled by a small Homer Simpson. But we have a whole load of Simpsons builds. So we've got the school, the house, Moe's, the church. I mean, this is very, very cool. A full street of Simpsons stuff. Just awesome. And then some Simpsons art sets at the end as well. I suspect whoever built that is quite the Simpsons fan. Another little something for the Star Wars folk. Some giant minifigs. So these are the official helmet sets, but they've had bodies added to them to make them look like big minifigs. And then we've also got a variety of Vespers with different characters on them, including, of course, we've got Groot on a Vespa like we have at home. But yeah, various Vespa riding folk, which is very cool. Oh, hold on, yeah, we've had a little fella on the back being highlighted to me. This is cool. We have a massive medieval town castle setup kind of thing, including a little dock area where we've got a stormtrooper. I like it when you have a little joke like that thrown into a set like this, but with a big castle at the back. So many little scenes of things going on in here. Lovely detail, just a really nice, I'd love to do something like this. I've obviously got the project table in my Lego room now that we've currently got the Winter Village on. I know my list of things I'd like to do on there is getting longer and longer. I want a theme park, I want a beach. I'm now thinking a massive castle with medieval stuff all around it might have to go on there at some point as well as a project. And then from there we go straight into a load of different vehicles, including the Coca-Cola Christmas truck at the back there. But I'm not a car guy. I've said it a gazillion times, but there's no escaping that these are cool. They've even got Del Boy's three-wheeler and just lots and lots of cool cars. I've just had a little chat with the Win Bricks people from behind me. They're actually raising money for the National Autistic Society. So as an autistic man myself and someone who's also done a lot of fundraising over the years for the National Autistic Society, I'm now big fans. So let's go and have a look to see what they've got going on. So lots of very cool sets and a website for you to go to. But lots of very cool sets, including the beautiful loop coaster and some of the modulars, the Bowser set. And there you go, there's your confirmation that all profits and raffles donate to the National Autistic Society. They've raised £9,000, trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. So go to their website and check them out, because that is really, really cool. That gets the Kev seal of approval. We have a little school here, which is really cool. And more little bits over there. I'm not going to zoom in or anything on the area behind me because it's the kids area, so it's full of kids. But there's a load of big bins full of Lego so people can come in and do building. There's some massive Lego blocks in the corner there. There's a little colouring art set area, so loads of little kids activities as well. So it's not just an event where you come in, buy a little bit of Lego, do a quick lap and disappear. Families can come and spend a good couple of hours here having a jolly nice time. So we've got a little Winter Village situation going on here with some cool little scenes. Natural History Museum, a finished version of the Home Alone house, so that's what we're working towards. with the daily videos at the moment, and then we've got a little Diagon Alley thing as well, with a train going around it as well, which is really, really cool. And then we have the Pick a Brick, where you can literally rummage through all of this and get a large cup, £9. And there's so much in there. We have a little IKEA, which is at the end of a very large street of very cool custom buildings. That Greg's is great. They've obviously sorted some custom stickers out for these as well, which is really cool. But we've got a cinema, a big taxi company, loads of buildings. I mean, this is the sort of thing that I would very much like to be starting to add to my Lego city as we get to the point where we've got the majority of the official modulars. It would be very cool to learn to do some more custom stuff. I think it's all a bit beyond me at the moment, but you know, it all comes with practice, doesn't it? And this is very, very cool. Really great little display. And then we've got some of the Star Wars stuff here as well. And then we've got some little Star Wars themed dioramas as well. There you go, there's their Instagram. And there's loads of these cool little builds, Star Wars themed, and then a slightly bigger one as well. And then some more smaller ones. And some Christmassy stuff, which is cool. Very, very snazzy. And some of these sets are really nice. Little Scooby-Doo one. Very cool. And that is just about National Brick Events in Leicester complete. I now need to do one more secret lap where I'm going to do a little bit of shopping for Anna. And if I end up picking anything up for myself along the way, I'll show you that when I get to the car. Well, I didn't buy anything in the end. I decided to behave myself. We've spent a lot over the last couple of months. Black Friday, Insiders Day, Christmas. There's stuff in there I was tempted by, but without Anna here in her capacity as in charge to sign off on purchases, I figured better behave. So I think that's the first time I've walked out one of those without buying anything, but it's probably for the best. They are great events though, National Brick Events, tour around the UK, so there's probably one coming to a town near you in the near future, and they're well worth checking out if you live locally to one. There's loads of stuff to do there. It's not just a place to go and buy Lego. There's plenty of Lego to look at with the MOCs. There's activities to do for kids, and it's a fun way to spend a couple of hours. I've been in there 2 hours this morning and had a great time. So certainly recommend coming along. It's only about 10, 11 quid to get in. So come find them, support these events, because the more people support the events, the bigger they get, which in turn leads to the growth of the event getting better, and it's just like a really cool snowball event. I think the first one of those we came to was in Coventry in March, April this year, and you can see how much the event has grown just in the 6-7 months since we came to that one. So they're obviously doing well and growing, which is good to see. Hopefully we'll continue, and we'll definitely be coming to more National Brick Events in the new year. But for now, we shall say goodbye. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for loads more Lego content. And thank you very much for watching.